There are so many different types of electric skateboards, and while many options is good, it can be quite confusing to choose the best electric skateboard for you. So today I'm doing you guys a favor. I have 5 different types of electric skateboards, and we're going to compare them side by side, head on, and see which one suits you the best. So let's go. So in today's video, we're going to first cover one by one each category of electric skateboard, and then we're going to mention the strength and weakness for every single category. And at the end of this video, we're going to mention our top recommendation for each and every single category, so make sure to stay tuned until the very end. So the first category is a basic, or you can call budget electric skateboard. So budget electric skateboard starts at around $400 US, but you can find one slightly cheaper than $400 US. This is the Upsu V5. It is $369 US. So this is how a basic electric skateboard looks like. You have a deck here, and then you have 2 enclosures. This is the battery, and this is the electronic speed controller. And then with budget electric skateboard, they are using hub motors. So this is hub motors. So what does hub motors mean? Hub motors mean the motor is inside the back wheels, or you can say the motor is the back wheels. So this is the motor, and then on the outer layer is a thin layer of polyurethane surrounding the motors. So the back wheels is actually the motors. So that is hub motors. So usually basic electric skateboards like this go up to 40 km/h, and the range is from 15 to 20 km. So that is the budget electric skateboard category, and now we're going to mention the strength and weakness. So let's start with the strength first. So obviously budget electric skateboard is very cheap. You can find a good one around $400 US. Second, it is beginner friendly, meaning that it doesn't require that much maintenance. All you need to maintain is the back wheel sleeve right here. And the third strength is that the top speed is equivalent or on par with other high-end electric skateboards, because most electric skateboard usually can go up to 40 km/h as a top speed. So that's the 3 strengths of budget electric skateboard, and now we're going to talk about weaknesses. So there are a few weaknesses to budget electric skateboards. Number 1, it is low on quality, meaning that the part they use is usually less quality than other high-end premium electric skateboards. As you can see here, this is the Upsu V5, and it came in with rusty screws. So that's to expect with budget electric skateboard. And secondly, they came in with an ugly box. They don't come with nice packaging. And number 3, because it is using hub motors, you cannot change to other different kind of wheel, meaning that you cannot upgrade to any other kind of wheels. And also number 4, usually hub motors, they work great on smooth tarmac, but once you ride it on rough tarmac, you're going to feel a lot of road vibrations, because this is just a tiny layer of cushioning. That is why you're going to feel a lot of road vibrations. Number 5, they usually come with a not flexi deck. They usually come with stiff deck. So a stiff deck will also make road vibrations feel more intense because you lack suspension. So that is budget electric skateboard. And now we're going to move on to the next category, which is the opposite of this. We're going to talk about belt drive electric skateboard. So this is a belt drive electric skateboard. It looks same to budget electric skateboard with hub motors, but the main difference is the motors. The motors is not inside the wheels, the motors is outside. So this is a belt drive system, meaning that the motors is outside, and then the wheels is moved by this belt right here. So belt drive electric skateboard usually starts at $600 US, and this is the most famous category of electric skateboard, because as you know, boosted board is a belt drive electric skateboard. So talking about performance of a belt drive electric skateboard, they usually have higher torque, and also because of the higher price range, they usually have slightly better range. With this one, the X-Wave Flex Riot, it has 25 to 30 km of range. So what are the strengths of belt drive electric skateboard? So number 1 is that with belt drive electric skateboard, when you're cruising around rough roads, because you have an actual rear wheels that have a thick layer of polyurethane, you're gonna feel a lot less road vibrations. So number 2, because the motor is separate from the wheels, you can upgrade the wheels. You can change to any type of wheels that you want. You just need to have the right pulley for the wheels. Number 3, belt drive electric skateboard usually have more torque. So more torque means more power. So that is the main 3 reasons on why people like belt drive electric skateboard so much. Okay, so what are the weaknesses of belt drive electric skateboard? There are a few weaknesses also. The first weakness is, with belt drive electric skateboard, you have to know basic knowledge on how to use the tools, because over time you need to change the belt, you need to adjust the belt tension, and if you want to swap the wheels to something else, you need to have basic knowledge on how to operate tools like Allen key, spanner, and so on. It is not that complicated, but if you are someone that doesn't like to do those stuff, so you might have to consider before buying a belt drive electric skateboard. Number 2 is that belt drive electric skateboard is usually more expensive. Number 3 is that belt drive electric skateboard have a little bit of drag and friction. It doesn't free roll as well as hard motor electric skateboard. Okay, now the third category is a little bit different. As you can see, this is a slim and thin electric skateboard. It doesn't have the enclosures down below. So slim and thin electric skateboard just means that the electronics is inside the deck. So they fit in both the electric speed controller and the battery inside the deck. So usually with slim and thin electric skateboard, the deck is stiff. It doesn't flex because of the battery and component inside this. So slim and thin electric skateboard is very slick and is very thin on the bottom side. So what are the strengths of slim and thin electric skateboard? Number 1 is that it is sleek, it looks sick, it looks nice, and then it is usually lightweight and also easy to carry around. This is more like a designer's board or people that love aesthetics. So that is the main strength of slim and thin electric skateboard. There is no other purpose behind that. So now we're going to talk about the weaknesses of a slim and thin electric skateboard like this. So the main weakness of a thin electric skateboard like this is that the battery is limited. They have to fit in battery inside the deck, so they use smaller battery. So usually a sleek electric skateboard like this, you're sacrificing performance for aesthetics. So this is usually not for everyone, because most people like performance. Number 2, they are usually stiff, so you don't have the flexiness as the suspension. And number 3, they are usually expensive over other electric skateboards. So that is the not so famous category, the slim and thin electric skateboard. The best example of this is the XUX1 Pro. I don't have it right now with me, but that is an awesome slim and thin electric skateboard. So the next category we have is a mini electric skateboard. So mini electric skateboard is usually just a shorter version of a longboard. As you can see, the size difference, they are just shorter. They are not like very small. So they are basically a shorter version of a normal electric skateboard or electric longboard. Now if you compare a mini electric skateboard to a penny board, the size difference is just huge. As you can see, a mini electric skateboard is not that mini at all. It is just shorter. And a mini electric skateboard, although it is mini, the weight is usually the same with normal longboard electric skateboard. So mini electric skateboard, although it is mini, it is not cheaper than normal electric skateboard. It is around $600 to $700 according to which model you choose. So now we're going to talk about the strength of mini electric skateboard. So number 1, they are compact. Although they are still heavy, they are easier to carry because of the compact design. And then mini electric skateboard is very good when you are cruising through tight spaces. So they are more nimble, more easy to turn. So they are very good on sidewalks or other tight spaces. And they usually come with a kicktail, which makes sharp turn possible. So that is the strength of mini electric skateboard. So let's talk about the weaknesses. So the number 1 weaknesses is that mini electric skateboard are way less stable than normal electric skateboard at high speed, meaning that on higher speed you're gonna feel the board wobble, and you're not gonna feel that stable if you compare it to a normal longboard electric skateboard. The second weakness is that you feel a lot of road vibrations when riding a mini electric skateboard like this. So similar to the budget electric skateboard, when riding on rough roads, you're going to feel a lot of road vibrations. So it works only best on smooth road condition. Number 3, because of the limited space, they usually have a smaller battery, and a smaller battery meaning less range. So that's all you need to know about mini electric skateboards. Now moving on to the last and final category, which is all-terrain electric skateboards. Now all-terrain electric skateboard is significantly bigger and wider than normal electric skateboards. A good all-terrain electric skateboard starts at around $1,000. This is the Walgo 82, one of the best all-terrain electric skateboard you can get. So all-terrain electric skateboard uses big rubber wheels. They are usually around 6 to 7 inches. And then all-terrain electric skateboard uses double kingpin trucks. So double kingpin trucks allows for more easier turning and carving. So the bottom part usually looks like this, where it have a very big enclosures alongside the deck. So an all-terrain electric skateboard with big wheels usually goes up to 40 km an hour and have a range of 35 km. Now the beauty of boards like this is that you can actually swap to smaller wheels, street wheels or cloud wheels, and you can get up to 50 km an hour top speed, and you can get around 45 km of range. So that's a lot of performance with the all-terrain electric skateboard. Although the name is all-terrain electric skateboard, but most people when riding this board, they ride it on normal tarmac as well. But the reason people like to ride this kind of board is that it is very comfortable. When riding through cracks or uneven surfaces or potholes, you don't feel anything, and riding on the big wheels is like riding on the clouds, especially the pneumatic wheels. So the strength of all-terrain electric skateboard is that first, it is very comfortable. You don't feel anything when you ride through harsh road conditions. Number 2, it is very beginner friendly, meaning that you don't have to be careful of anything like cracks or potholes or something like that. You just ride through it without any problem. And also with double kingpin trucks, the turning and carving is much easier. So beginners usually prefer this all-terrain electric skateboard. And then the next strength is that, as I mentioned, you can swap to smaller type of wheels if you want more range and more top speed. So the next strength is that all-terrain electric skateboard like this usually uses super powerful motors. So if you live on hilly areas or you are a heavy person, this board can support most people. Now moving on to the weaknesses. The first weakness is that it is very heavy, and then it is bulky, and then it consumes a lot of space. So this is not convenient to be used around as a last mile commute to grocery store. For me, I think it is less convenient than normal electric skateboards. And then the second weakness is of course the price. It is very expensive. It starts around $1,000. And the third weakness is, although you spend $1,000, if you use these big rubber wheels, you're just gonna get 40 km an hour top speed and a 35 km of range. So that is something that you need to consider, that although you spend $1,000, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get crazy range or crazy top speed, something like that. Okay, just to show you guys, there are other type of all-terrain electric skateboard as well. This one uses airless wheels, and this one uses gear drive. There is also a hub motor version of all-terrain electric skateboard. They uses very big hub motors on the back wheels. Airless wheels like this have their strength and weakness. The strength is of course maintenance free, and the weakness is that they are not the same as pneumatic wheels in terms of handling road vibrations. Yes, they reduce a lot of road vibrations, but pneumatic wheels feels like riding on the cloud. With this wheel, when riding on a rough road, you're gonna feel it a little bit. Now there are actually more than 5 types of electric skateboard. We didn't mention the crazy ones like the Trampa, the DIY. This video is for beginners that are looking to buy their first electric skateboards. With that being said, let us jump right into our top recommendation for each category in each price point. Now all the prices that I'm going to mention is based on today's date, 23rd January 2021. They are currently having a Chinese New Year sale, so make sure that you check them out quick. So below $400 there are not much electric skateboards to recommend, but if you have a very limited budget, you can go for the Upsu V3 or Upsu V5. Both are below $400. So my recommendation for hard motor electric skateboard at $400 plus would be number 1, Wowgo Night, number 2, Wowgo 3, number 3, Backfire G2 Black, and number 4, Lycaon GR. So that is my recommendation for basic hard motor electric skateboards. For mini electric skateboards, there are not much option. The only thing I will recommend right now is the X-Way Wave. So X-Way Wave is at around $650 to $749 depending on the hard version or the right version you choose. Now for belt drive electric skateboards, there are a lot of recommendation. Starting with $600 price point, I will recommend the Wowgo 3X. The Wowgo 3X is a very good board, and right now it is on sale for around $650. And then my recommendation would be the Beast Board Viper. This board is a true value for money king. You can check the Beast Board Viper if you're looking for belt drive electric skateboard at around $600. And then we have the Veteran Onboard W2. It is still viable as a good budget belt drive electric skateboard. And then at $600, if you are still looking for hard motor electric skateboard, you can go for X-Way Flex hard version. Now for the sleek, slim and thin category, there are not many options. The main one I will recommend is the X-Way X1 Pro, but you have to know that the spec is a little bit outdated. And also check out for Max Fine FF Street, it is quite nice too. Now for $700 price point, my recommendation would be of course the X-Way Flex Riot, the Backfire Zealot, and the Lycaon Swift. Now for $1,000, I will recommend this board right here. Very good board, the Wowgo AT2. And then if you want more performance but you will sacrifice some comfort, you can go for EcoMobile ET, or you can also go for Backfire Ranger X2, but the best is to wait for Backfire Ranger X3. You can also go for Evolve Carbon GTR. It will have better build quality and polish, but it will have less performance than the two boards I mentioned before. And also, if you are looking to spend more than $1,500, make sure to wait for X-Way Atlas Carbon version. That will be an awesome all-terrain electric skateboard too. So that's it. Thanks for watching this video. Again, there are more electric skateboards out there, but these are the 5 main type of electric skateboards. So I hope that this video shows the differences between the type of electric skateboard within the different price point, and I hope that this video will help you choose the best electric skateboard for you. If you cannot afford the more expensive, the higher end, the premium ones, going for a normal budget electric skateboard is also okay. The most important thing is that you enjoy riding, and over time as you ride more and more, the road vibrations will feel less and you will start not noticing it anymore. So that's it. I am Ziad Khairi from Electric Skateboard Malaysia. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below. I reply to every single comment out there, so if you have any questions, don't be shy to ask. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.